Hello everyone. Let's discuss about one of the important topic here, which is the difference between list and tuple. So whenever we go for an interview, we always face this type of question that what is the difference between list and tuple. So we always keep telling that list is mutable, we can make changes, and tuple is immutable, we cannot make changes. So everybody is talking similar to that. We should have something different to tell that interviewer can understand that you have in-depth knowledge of this particular topic. So let's discuss about this in detail. So I have taken 5 major points to understand the difference between these the list and tuple in Python structure. So one is the creation, other is mutability and memory consumption. Apart from this, comprehension concept, compatible methods, and deletion. So let's start one by one. So the first is creation. We all know that list is comma separated value, and we create it with the square bracket, which is mandatory. We cannot create a list without passing those square brackets. But tuple is also a comma, support multiple variables where we define value as a comma separated, and we use those small brackets, but it's not mandatory. Let's take example of it. For example, this is a list which I am creating, L1, in which I have passed 2 values, or you can pass more than 3. If I print L1, this will be my list, and same I can apply T1, in which we always create list with these parentheses only. So this time, let's use those parentheses itself and print this. Right, or you can simply check the type of T1 as well. So once you run it, we see that we have created L1 and L2. But if I remove these parentheses from here, and if I check the type of T1, let's say I need to check the type, whether it's still tuple or not. You see, it's a tuple. So for list, parentheses, those brackets are mandatory, but for tuple they are not mandatory. It's it's up to you. You can apply or you cannot apply, but the structure will be same, which is tuple itself. So next is mutability. We all know that list is mutable, tuples are immutable. We can make changes to list, but we cannot make changes to tuple. Let's say, for example, for the 0 element of L1, I want to make it hello in place of hi. So once I do the changes, it will become applicable here. But exactly the same thing I cannot do for tuple. So tuple was T1, and for the 0 index, if I want to make certain changes here, it will not allow me to do. So it says type error, tuple object does not support item assignment. So we cannot do it. That's the second difference. Next is memory consumption. So memory consumption, like list is slow in execution and less efficient in memory utilization than tuple. If we have a same data and we are creating list and tuple, you will see that tuple takes less memory than list for same data. And we can check that too. How to check it? We have to import a sys module for it. What is that? I am just importing sys, and we can check it like sys dot what is that item size 4 or something we have. Yes, so we can check the size of the item. Get size of or something. Yes, this is get size of. Let's say you want to check the size of L1, which is our list. So let's print it. We already created that list, and exactly the same thing we're going to do for tuple. So the outcome will be have in bytes. I mean, the size will be there in bytes itself. So let's run it. I think the same, let me call that L1 and L2 here. So we'll see whether we have same element or not. And print T1. So almost same. 3 elements are there in both, right? So you see the difference of the size. It takes 122 bytes, which is a list, and tuple says the 64 bytes. So that is here that tuple takes less memory than list for same data. So the execution is slow. A memory utilization is more there in list in comparing to the tuple. Next is the comprehension concept. You must have checked my previous video that I've created for a comprehension topic. So comprehension is available there in list but not in tuple. So to get that, you can see that in I've created that. So let me copy and paste that code itself here, and you will see that we can create comprehension on list but not on tuple. So I did it, and let's do the same for tuple as well. So let me copy and paste the same code, and I'll make it tuple in place of list right here. So I just need to make the changes of parentheses here. And if I run it, for the tuple, I can see, but it again becomes your list, right? So it again becomes your list. That's what you can see. So exactly in the tuple itself, you cannot apply it. That's what you can check it. Next is in that comprehension one, I have also not used tuple. You must have seen that I have used list, dictionary, set, generators, and all. What is next? Next is methods. So you see that in list we have more. Now L1 is there. Let me call previous L1. Now they all have changed. Initially, what was the list that we created? Let me create that here only. I have created a new list, and in which, let's say, I pass certain values, Python, and like that. So if you see that new underscore list dot tab, these are the compatible methods that we can apply. Basically, these are the things that we can do on list. So more methods are compatible here for list, and exactly the same thing if you want to do for tuple. Just make changes here. New tuple, I'll make it new tuple, and I will remove the parenthesis. So I'll put this small one, right? And if you check new underscore tuple dot tab, only two compatible methods are there. So in list, we have more compatible methods. Basically, list supports more methods. We can do a lot of things with list, but tuple does not support a lot methods. I mean, we cannot add, delete, remove, make changes. So we just count and index. There are only two compatible methods in tuple. So that was the next point. Let's move ahead, which is deletion. You can delete any element from the list, but you cannot do it for tuple. Either you delete the entire tuple, but you cannot delete their items. That's what you can see. New list was there, and you can use pop there to remove the last element, and you can remove anything using remove function. Dot remove what was there in list. I think high was there, so I just remove it. I think high was not there. New list dot remove, not in list. Okay, just a moment. So I can remove, let's say, Python. What? Oh my god! Because I keep running this pop and again, so my list has become empty. I think. Let me run it again. Pop was there, so by default pop removes all the element. So once you run it, there is nothing in that list. Okay, you see, this is my new list. So in that list, I can remove 4. Okay, here it goes 4. I don't need a parenthesis. So from here, if I check new underscore list now, I will see that 4 is not there. So in case you want to do the same for tuple, you cannot do it. So new underscore tuple is the tuple that we guys have created. What was that? New tuple, I think new underscore tuple we created. Let me run it again. Okay. So new underscore tuple, and now we can run it. We see that if you want to remove something from there, let's say I want to remove high, I cannot do it. So tuple does not support deletion of the element. And pop also will not work here. Pop by default removes last element, which is compatible to list, not to tuple. So this is like deletion is not supported, can't delete anything. So these are few things that you can explain in an interview, and you can say that these are some major things that makes a list and tuple apart from others. Dictionary we can create using list and tuple as well, but like there is a major difference in creation, mutability, memory consumption, comprehension concept, compatible methods, and the deletion. So that's it for today. Thanks guys, I'll see you in next video. Take care. Bye bye.